And so what we are going to do is we are going to dial up the Shannon Sinn.
Oh, that's what you're going to let her do.
Who is...
I'll let her kick my ass.
She is an MMA perv magnet.
Yes, she is.
And she is going to join us here in just a few moments. Derek, is she gonna make it? Would she make you break your?
She would probably make
break your rule.
Yeah, I would probably break my rule on that one. Yeah. I'll probably.
Derek would submit for
I definitely would. I bet you this fucking sex would be awesome. Like no holds barred.
No holds barred.
No bar.
Now, before we get her on the phone, Lydia can't breathe. You guys are. When does the tour end? So people can catch you guys. So
will be our last day in
San Marcos,
Texas.
Yep. Make sure y'all come back this way to check out the fair and all the fat people that are going to be there. And
we got those at home.
We got those at home.
That's where you got the big gal. She's got like 4 kids following you, and she's going like, "Mama needs condom." Mama needs. I'm trying to figure out who got drunk enough to have sex with her. Not just one.
I'll tell you
4
that.
times. Yeah, that's what you'll find here. And then you're gonna be happy to go back to Florida.
Sunny Florida.
Yeah, you'll be
So
happy.
basically,
Like,
if you go to the Kansas State Fair,
Sunny
it's kind of like a giant gathering of people at Walmart.
Hey, down here.
It's like a giant gathering of people at Walmart.
Yeah, down here. That's where
It's like I've lived here all my life. I've gone twice.
like the Walrus people around here.
Well, you know, John. You're on the you're on the media list, so you get to get in free, so you can go chat with these people.
Yay!
Weren't you
So
excited?
it'll be fun, and you're on the list too.
Oh
Dan.
yeah, for the fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm gonna talk shit.
Does that mean I can sit there and you can look like you're like interviewing people and I can be secretly making fun?
that would be awesome.
Oh, let's do it.
You could just randomly walk up to people and just be like,
Well, no, you pretend like it's going like that, and we're back. They go, God, look at this dude. God. Yeah.
No, I should dress up like this. Would be the time to do the promotion for the Black African guy. Do the African gunman.
Tell them before we go to Shannon Sinn. Tell them your idea for the Adult Video News Award.
I thought about dressing up
Next
like
January.
a totally African king, you know, and hit them with the
Eddie Murphy from Coming to
and
America.
I would have like somebody like Angel or somebody, a big dude, like that's my bodyguard. And then have me a couple little white girls on the side, like I am the Prince of Uganda, and here I am. In America. That'd be fucking awesome. You know how many white women I'll slay?
Yeah. You would have to break your rule.
I would break.
You have to break the rules.
Just break a few other things.
Okay, we are going to try to call her and see if she'll pick up the tenant.
That happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas, so these white girls gonna stay in Vegas.
And with headphones.
Hello?
Hey, is this Shannon Sinn?
This is her.
This is Jigman Freud, and we're passing around headphones to people so people can hear you talk and do your thing. What are you doing over there, Derek?
I don't know, but I just look down here and I see a penis between my legs.
I don't know what's going on. It is Derek Scapes with us. Oh, that's Brittany's thing. Dude, she'll explain that when she comes back.
Kind of like a seahorse.
Shannon Sinn is on the line with us, and Friday night she stepped into the LFA fighting cage over on Access TV, and I believe that the term, what was that movie? Was it Hustle and Flow? Whoop that trick? Yes. I think that's kind of what she did to this this chick. And now Shannon, but before we got you on the horn, I told everybody that they were like, well, Shannon Sinn. First of all, we need to go see a picture of her. So they went to your Instagram, and they don't have any complaints.
I will let you kick my ass.
Derek said you could kick his ass and he would like it.
I'll take it with a smile.
The one thing about you that I thought was crazy when I first saw you fight was those eyes.
They are gorgeous.
That's the real deal. You're not like wearing contacts or anything to look more intimidating.
Oh no, those are mine.
Holy smokes! See, I thought it was like some pro wrestling deal. I thought maybe she put those in to like intimidate the crap out of people, because that's the first thing I saw, and I was like, holy crap. Now take us through. How did you get started doing MMA and stuff? How did this all start for you?
I started MMA just looking for a new workout, probably 6-7 years ago. I came from a track and field background. I've always been pretty active, but I was just looking for something to keep me motivated, keep me in the gym, and I found, MMA. Initially, I didn't have any intentions of competing, but, pretty quickly my competitiveness took over, and I felt I needed to try to fight.
That's pretty cool. We've got Shannon Sinn with us today. We also have in studio the band Lydia Can't Breathe. Professional wrestling superstar Blade is with us from XWE. Derek Scaife is here as only he can look with his flowing long locks there. I guess we'll say it's radio, so people.
It's a line, man, right?
And Jay Marie with us as well, and my buddy Van brought Lydia Can't Breathe by, and as I've been saying, Van brought them by, not a van, a guy named Van.
They did come
so,
in a van.
yeah, I know.
Creepy van.
But it wasn't a creepy van.
It was creepy.
It's just a limo, Ted.
It's just a limo.
We're getting windows soon.
No.
Yeah, please.
And Shannon Sinn joins us on the through the magic of Skype audio today. And so how did you end up in this LFA situation the other night?
It was a short notice opportunity that came along. Actually, LFA had the matchmaker had contacted my coach asking for my teammate, who is a much greener fighter than I am. She only has 2 pro fights. She's 1-1, and actually fights at a weight class below what they were asking. So they had asked about her. My coach let them know that she wasn't, available for this fight. It didn't fit her needs, or. But he threw my name in there, and fortunately they took me.
See, here's a little behind the scenes for the band Lydia Can't Breathe and Blade. Usually when we have guests on and they look like Shannon or they're MMA people, we always have callers who want to call up and talk shit to them, and I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Want to call and talk shit
So,
to her? They want to call and talk shit to her?
yes.
They get their ass beat.
I know they would. That's the thing.
That'd be funny too.
That'd be
Watching her
funny.
kick their ass.
That'd be fucking funny. Like, she's a pro, but she kicked your ass. So you just technically got beat by a girl, but a pro girl.
Yes.
Take that ass whooping.
Take that as one. Now, Shannon, you also do things other than MMA. Tell us a little bit about your background besides mixed martial arts.
Such as.
Well, you've boxed and done some other things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like to. I'm a fighter. I'm a all-around fighter. So whatever kind of fight comes along, I'll do. I do a lot of grappling. I've had a pro boxing fight. I've been scheduled to do kickboxing. However, that fell through. But yeah, any kind of fight comes along, I'm game.
She does a little bit of everything.
I like to fight, and I like to prove myself.
I'm curious how you got into the whole just fighting thing, period. Because you're a pretty girl, you think you
you could have been a model.
Yeah, you think you're so pretty, you wouldn't want to take no chance of no motherfucker hurting that pretty face.
Oh, no. Like I said, I'm all about the sports and being athletic. I've been an athlete all my life, so, I was just looking for something to keep motivated. I heard the MMA workout itself. I heard of a gym and heard that it was a great workout and that it would kick my ass. And, so I went and fell in love. Like I said, I'm very competitive, so seeing other girls compete in it, right away my ego took over, and I felt like I need to compete also.
Awesome. That's it. That's awesome. Like competition. She's motivated.
She's motivated.
She is motivated.
Blade, you got any questions?
Man, I got a lot.
First, are you single? That's his first question. No.
No.
See, she's taken. There you go.
So, with mixed martial arts, if you ever got a chance to fight Ronda Rousey, would you take the opportunity?
She's much bigger than I am, so probably not. I mean, if it was, I don't know, some kind of super. I know where I'm at right now, and I know she's when she's fighting, she's a much bigger fighter, and
Yeah.
I just don't think that's very practical.
Quite a different weight class.
Different league.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
See, but hey, you gotta respect a woman like that
Yeah,
who
for
knows
sure.
where she's
She knows her limits.
Know
She's
where
not.
she need to be.
I'm not going to fight every chick in the world. You know.
No.
none of
So,
them.
But you know, I train with some of the best out there, so
awesome.
you know, I'm not afraid of any fight or any girl.
Hey, you just supposed to know when to pick your battles. That's the smartest thing. That's how the best careers get started, because they know when and who to fight, when, and where to get to. It is a business. It is a business.
Most definitely.
So.
Shannon Sinn with us today on via the magic of Skype audio, and you can find her on Instagram at Shannon Sinn MMA. Now, is the Shannon? I'm assuming the Shannon is a shoot name, but is the Sinn a gimmick name, or is that your actual last name? Because it's cool as hell.
That's my actual last name.
That is really cool.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Don't get married and change that.
She set up for success on that.
Don't get married and change that. Make him take your last name.
No, I love it.
That's awesome.
My money.
Now, John, you've been perusing Instagram and all that.
He's been perving out.
He's been perving out on Instagram and Twitter and everything. Have you? Do you find a microphone or something? Or
That's the guy that hasn't been able to listen to anything.
I don't know. The Blade just might adjust the. There you go.
I'd just like to ask her what was the thing that she found the hardest converting into MMA? Because there's people that are wrestlers, there's people that are boxers, people are, martial artists. What was the toughest, transition for you?
Well, I didn't come from any kind of martial arts background, so I didn't have like a bias like that. For me, what's been the hardest is I like to perform. I like to put on a show. Every time I fight, I want to be exciting, crowd pleasing. And for me, I've taken some losses by trying to do that, where there was probably some better ways to get a win that would have been much more boring to watch, and I just chose to, try to put on an exciting fight. So for me, it's mentally just trying to, be a smart fighter, listen to the coaches, and not worry about what it really looks like in there.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. Now, let's see. I guess the guys from Lydia Can't Breathe have been listening. Do you guys have any questions or anything for her? We got microphones all over the frickin' place.
What did you think about the Mayweather-McGregor?
Yes, the Mayweather-McGregor thing. What did you think about this? That fiasco, I guess you would say.
I thought it was a good fight. I was really surprised that they pulled it off. Initially, when I started talking about it, I didn't think it would ever really happen. So I was impressed that they actually, pulled it off. The fight went through, and I thought kind of did a good job. He went in there and he showed that he does have some boxing skills, but so I didn't think there was ever a real chance for him to beat Floyd Mayweather. He's been in there with the best boxers ever, and I didn't think Conor was going to be the one to pull off an upset. So it went about the way I thought it would, but I was entertained.
Cool.
That's cool.
It was a gimmick.
It was a gimmick?
Yeah, it was a gimmick.
I don't know about that.
With the right amount of money, they'll make anything happen.
Hey, those guys are rich as hell now.
Yeah,
So.
hey, rich as hell. Like I said, it's a gimmick. Hey, when they see money like that, you know how many people pay for that crap?
Yeah.
Do you realize how many people stole that crap? Me included.
I'm sure quite a few people stole it, but
I watched on YouTube some guy filming it with his phone.
Yeah. No. Everybody had it on Facebook. You didn't even have to really pay for real. You could just watch it on Facebook because everybody had it on their Facebook.
Yeah, everybody watched it on Facebook. I was DJB ran the building.
I was traveling back from Mineral Wells, Texas. We had it on Facebook, sitting on my dash, while I was flying down the highway at 80 miles an hour watching that fight.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. I only seen like
That's
bits and pieces.
awesome.
And I was just like, eh.
Well, Shannon. But before we let you go, what's next for you since you've done this got this LFA win? Does that automatically qualify you to be able to come back? Do you get to come back to fight LFA, or was it just kind of a one-shot deal? Or
I did speak to them after the fight, and I will definitely be back.
that's awesome.
Oh, shit.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I want to be
I
there.
will be back, and I came out of the fight completely healthy. So yeah, I'm ready to get back into the gym, train, and see what they have next for me.
That's cool. Do you have anything lined up for anybody else, or are you just is that?
I'm in talks right now with a couple people, a couple different promotions. Depending if they can find a fight for me and if the timing is right, then yeah, like I said, I'm ready to go. So whoever can get an opponent, talk to my manager and make sure the timing and money is good, then I'm ready to fight.
That's awesome. Okay, and I have one, and this is a serious question, even though Blade and everybody thinks this is a perv question.
Oh, goodness.
How the hell did you get those abs? That's all. That's all diet, right?
I think I work hard. When I'm in camp, I work hard for them. Outside of camp, I love food and stuff, so they kind of disappear a little bit. But in camp, I'm really strict, and I eat well and train my ass off.
That's cool. Well, thanks for being with us. I definitely want to have you back. I appreciate you taking time for us, even though I'm sure that you've been spending the last couple of days just relaxing after this win on Friday. But it was a good show, and look forward to talking to you soon. Have yourself a wonderful what's the rest of your Sunday.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it. That is Shannon Sinn. There she goes, and she is a total perv magnet, as Ross Long would say. And it's great because she's from Colorado, and Ross Long lives in Colorado, so it's justified. She can be a total perv magnet. And she's the kind of perv magnet that would kick your ass.
Yeah,
She's a mixed martial arts perv magnet.
I'll let her kick my ass.
I swear to God, when I watched that fight and those eyes, I thought, oh, she just puts like contacts in to look intimidating. No, those are the real deal. It's crazy. All right, well, we've got...
That says a lot that you're watching an MMA match and the first thing you notice is...
Well, yeah, I know.
It's kind of like, when you're at the strip club going, oh, I like how you did your toenails.
Look at that, John Mosier.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing